Corrado, can you explain me a little bit what do you understand by New York compression?
Yes, your compression is a parallel compression, and in this process, we send the signal on a send track, and we can use a compressor, best compressor, like as a DBX 160, to compress a parallel of signal, and we send the parallel processing on the master bus.
And what is the advantage compared to putting the compressor in the same channel that you have the sound? Why is it better, like the parallel compression?
The parallel compression is better because we have two signals together. We have both signal, the dry signal and the compressed signal, and we mix the compressed signal from the fader of sine channel.
So you keep the original signal with all its dynamics, right?
Yes.
You keep the original with all the dynamics because you don't put any compression on it, and then when in the parallel channel you put a compressor to get a more stronger feeling, and then you mix both of them. Is this correct?
Yes, it's correct. You're
Yeah.
right.
So when you say New York compression and parallel compression is exactly the same.
Yes. Yes.
It's just another name.
Yes.
And which compressor do you think is best for what purpose? For example, can you tell me your 2 or 3 favorite compressors?
For the drum, DBX compressor is a good compressor. Is a best compressor for kick and snare, and to compress together on the same process.
This is what you call a glue compressor, no? When you put two sounds and you want to make them feel more glued, you call it.
Exactly. This is an example of glue compression of kick and snare, for kick and snare sound, for increase the glue on the master bus. Another big compressor is 76 compressor. Is a bass compressor, and I use this compressor for many instruments.
One day we need to talk about when to put first EQ and compressor, because I know in some cases it's better to compress first and then EQ, and in some cases it's better to EQ and compress, no? So
yeah, I use the compressor. Usually I use the compressor after the EQ.
So
and usually usually I don't use the EQ because if it's not necessary, I don't use the EQ because if you because you have some problems, you will have some problems of the phase.
The phase problem is something we have to talk, especially on stereo signals and all that. No, I heard is kind of a problem. We need to talk about this, the phase problems.
Yes, phase problems are the problems that born in in equalizer and a multi-band plugin in plugin that introduce a delay. The phase born with the plugin that introduce a delay, the delays. And if we